y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at The WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Happy STD Friday, y'all. Come on in. I got to take you on out to Texas. The 229. Albany, Georgia's in the building. So I hit that like on the way in. Say, hey, Sugar, the 912 Savannah is in the building. Detroit, the 313 is up in the house. Say, hey, Willie. STD Friday, the 801 Salt Lake City, Utah. Back in the mother for 30 minutes of 5. Watch 23, and your 9. Say, good evening, nephew. Say that auntie. Say, coming in itching as you should on STD Friday. Say, hey, my chocolate covered nephew. Say, love from Louisiana. Appreciate that right there. Way say, sup, player. Say, hey, ladies, hey, aunties, that's what's up. Boy, y'all coming on in decent. Tampa, Orlando is in the building. Say, the 407 is in the house. The 412 Pittsburgh is in the building. He said, damn it, y'all, we made it to STD Friday. Give yourselves a pat on the back because y'all did make it to STD Friday. Remember, if you is watching this show right now, and if you is watching the replay, you made it. You made it. Congrats. Happy that you had to made it around here. That's what's up, y'all. We got to get the lights up. We got to get the lights up over 500. It is Friday. It's payday around here in the screen. I'm trying to tell you something. We ain't working for nothing. We working for something. The 334, the Gump Monkey Town is in the building. He said, like to give a shout out to Sis and the Willow Robinson and to the Wash. What's up, people? What's happening? Say, Brooklyn is in the house. Say, the Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say, well, popping past the leg at these 30 minutes of 5. Say, hey, Willie, the Bronx is in here for that 5. Hey, chat family, how y'all doing? Say, hey, Willie, the 757 is in the building. Say, much love, Willie, get the bag, bro. I'm trying to. I already told him that man, it's payday. Listen, we got to get the thumbs up. We got to PayPal. We got to Cash App. We got to Super Chat. Need your help. Need your support. Y'all do that right there. The same way you support your local restaurants, the same way you support the community activists, the entrepreneurs in the community, the same way you support your side piece, the same way you support your side dude, same way you support your baby daddy, baby mamas, your loved ones, your non-loved ones, the ones who scamming, the same way. Just saying. Shout out to the Truth for the $5 super chat. Say, as promised, Pastor, go raw or go home today. Say, let's get. I'm trying to tell you something. Do not be afraid to live your best life. Remember, we've been following other people's morals, and that's something that we want to not do on STD Friday. Once you die, you dead. Once your life over, you up out of here. And the same people who had done taught us their morals, their morals. They taught us their morals. And come to find out that we actually have a different moral system other than the people who taught us. Because behind closed doors, you really don't know what's transpiring anyway, even with the people who is teaching you their morals. At least get you one day out the week. At least get you one day out the week to really live who you are. Be who you are. Come out the closet, as they say. Sutherland, Texas is in the house. What it do? STD Friday is a day where we share STDs. We do not protect ourselves. It is against the law. If you got no contraceptives, condoms, and or rubbers, that is a felony. Somebody need to put some fentanyl and a child on you. You know what I'm saying? Sit you on down because you're hard of hearing. You're hard-headed. Don't be hard-headed. Like they used to say, a hard head make a soft behind. I never understood how that worked like that, but I guess that's a good saying. Shout out to Mr. Chino for the $2 super chat. He say, if you ain't hunching, then hunch walk. Oh man, I like that right there. Shout out to the swaggy deacon for the $1 cash app. Say, I'm gonna throw the first condom in the campfire, Pastor. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. It's against who you are as a person. It's against who you are as a person. You is trying to really live. And like I said, until you had an STD, you really ain't living. And you really haven't lived until you took a walk on the wild side out here. And the wild side is the real life side. Let me look. Watch it. The majority of people who is hunching raw, they do not get STDs. So if you scared, hopefully that right there helped. But we don't worry about STD because we got medication for everything. We got medication for everything. Yep, HIV, AIDS, we got all that right there. Do not think about it that deep. Moving right along, y'all. We got to go on and get into some news because we got a few updates. We got to know one, maybe two. One, maybe two updates is going on out here in these streets. Yeah, two. I see two. But let me start you off with some nice and pleasant. We gonna do the nice and hold on. You about to say something? We about to do the nice and pleasant trick right now. To make your Friday better. Remember, hit that thumbs up while you laying around watching the player, help a player out. You know what I'm saying? The thumbs ups is free. It does not raise your light bill. It do not raise your water bill. It do not raise your tricking bill. It don't do none of them bill raisins. Not around here. We got a player in the courtroom. We got a player in the courtroom who finna testify, or who at least finna answer some questions. Here we go. Oh, wait. I think it's finna start now.
On December 24th, 2019, were you at 703 West Terrell in Morris, Michigan?
Yes, I was.
To your knowledge, is that in Shiawassee County?
Yes, it is.
On that date, were you with Kevin Bacon?
Yes, I was.
Did you use a knife to stab Mr. Bacon?
Yes, I did.
Do you know that stabbing Mr. Bacon with a knife would most certainly create a very high risk of death or grave bodily harm to Mr. Bacon?
Yes, I did.
After Mr. Bacon was dead, did you remove part of his body, specifically his testicles?
Yes, I did.
Did you move those testicles to the kitchen?
Yes, I did.
Did you do so without legal authorization, meaning you were not doing so to embalm Mr. Bacon's body or to do a proper post-mortem examination?
No, I didn't.
Your Honor, I believe that's sufficient factual basis for both counts.
Mr. Kerner,
People are satisfied, Your Honor.
do you believe that's sufficient factual?
I do.
Mr. Hardy, do you believe that the court has complied with the guilty plea provisions of Michigan Code Rule 6.302, subsection C and D of that code?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Kerner. Do you agree with Mr. Hardy?
I do agree, Your Honor.
Mr. Lukowski, the court agrees with the attorneys. The court does find you guilty of open murder and dismembering a body, and your conviction now is made part of the record of this court. We cannot, however, give you a sentencing yet because we're not finished. We have to have a degree hearing. And I spoke to counsel in chambers, and we agreed that degree hearing will be conducted in this courtroom on October 18th and October 19th of 2022.
Knowledge is that in Shiawassee.
I'm glad that you said that. My bad. What? Have I been muted the whole time? That is so sad if I've been muted the whole time. Maybe I just got muted. Okay. Look. He is called the Cannibal Killer. Him, player. I like the Hugh brother. The Cannibal Killer, he has killed, murdered, cut a player testicles off. Say, I was muted for just a second. All right, cute. I don't know how I pressed that button way over there when I'm supposed to be way over here. You know what I'm saying? But he cutting off testicles and they say eating them. Yum, 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 yum. He was hungry. That's what they say. Listen. Watch.
03 West Terrell in Morris, Michigan.
Yes, I was.
You were not allowed to spend in Shiawassee County.
Yes, I did.
On that date when you with Kevin Bacon,
Yes, I was.
did you use a knife to stab Mr. Bacon?
Yes, I did.
Did you use a knife to stab your victim? Okay.
Do you know that stabbing Mr. Bacon with a knife would most certainly create a very high risk of death or great bodily harm to Mr. Bacon?
Yes, I did.
After Mr. Bacon was dead, did you remove part of his body, specifically his testicles?
Yes, I did.
Did you move those testicles to the kitchen?
Yes, I did.
Did you do so without legal authorization, meaning you were not doing so to embalm Mr. Bacon's body or to do a proper post-mortem examination?
Say, did you move the testicles to the kitchen without proper authorization? Yes, I did. That's what's up. Shout out to Lavaris for the $5 cash app. Say, enjoy a rum and coke on me. Passer, the 727 is checking in. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If you remove a person's body part and take them to another room, is that kidnapping? I'm just guessing. I'm guessing that that's some type of, some type of post-mortem type thing. That's the necrophilia. No, because he wasn't hunching. Well, he did eat him. So, according to him, he took him in the kitchen to eat. But go ahead.
No, I didn't.
Your Honor, I believe that's sufficient factual basis for both counts.
Tampering with, yeah. Tampering with a deceased, tampering with a dead body, without the intentions to embalm. So, like, he's not like a medical, like a coroner or person at the funeral home. You ain't supposed to be cutting people open and stuff like that if you have not been, if you ain't got your certificate, you're not supposed to be doing that right there. So, people, we got people out here who, Jeffrey Dahmer's, that's what's up. Cut them up, eat them. Cut them up, eat them. Hey, we don't all think the same and we don't all like the same protein. Is humans protein? I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend. Shout out to Bridget for the $5 cash app. Say I get paid. Willie gets paid. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Listen, answer me. Help play out. Educate me. Is humans protein? I need to know. I need to know because I want to know. Not I need to know because, like, I'm going to test it out or something. Say, did he go back for the liver and the heart? Maybe that's too much red meat. I don't know. Maybe he don't like the red meat or like the dog, or he probably like the dog but don't like the white meat. I have no idea. I just want to know, is this nutritional? Do humans have nutritional properties? Say, Willie's starting to sound suspicious. I'm just saying. Because people been cannibals. See, cannibalism isn't new, and a lot of times we've often heard about cannibalism when people is in a survival state. When people's like the movie, like the airplane movie, the soccer team, where they crash and stuff. A lot of y'all need to watch that movie. They crashed in the snow and they had to eat each other. And they say that it was like a real movie. So they crashed in the snow in the mountains and stuff like that, and it took a long time for them to get found and stuff like that. But people was dying, and they would bury them in the snow. And the parts that they would start with is the buttocks. Listen, ladies, y'all is doing society a disservice for getting BBLs then. You don't know when we gonna be in a position to where we may have to eat your booty. Literally, may have to eat your booty. And if we have to eat your booty, literally, because we trying to survive, you really ain't got a full booty. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Y'all got extra stuff inside your booty, so it's gonna mess up your dead booty. And then if we got to cut, slice, and all of that, we can't, because now when we cut and slice, it may be like a plastic bag or something with fluid in it or something. I don't know what they putting in, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not right. Shout out to Simone for the $1 cash app. Say, eat that trick. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But see, they started with the buttocks. Say it's empty calories. That's what's up. You babies with BBLs, it's empty calories if we got to try to live out here in these streets. It's a shame what y'all doing to humanity. This should be conduct unbecoming of survival. We can't survive like this, y'all. Listen, moving right along ain't gonna hold you. Come. Slow me down, hold yourself, take a minute, hit the thumbs up button. I'll be right with you. Gotta put a baby on the screen, a baby, like young, like a young baby. Okay, all right, bam, let me grab that. Boom, got that right there. We got to search for a missing 2-year-old. We all need your help. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. We got a missing 2-year-old. But this is the missing 2-year-old of the father who knocked off his common law wife by mistake on purpose. He tried to prevent her from hurting the child, or hurting a child, hurting their child.
Right now at 6, an urgent search underway for Nadia Lee, a missing 2-year-old girl. Her disappearance now being linked to a murder investigation involving her parents.
Her father, Jairon Lee,
Remember Jairon, you need to do something, but remember him?
is accused of killing her mother. Investigators say he strangled his common-law wife to death.
Just a tragic story.
Why they can't say that he is accused of protecting a child, and by mistake on purpose his wife passed away? Go ahead.
All around. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brandon Walker.
And I'm Lauren Freeman. There are a lot of questions about what happened with that family over this past week. The mother now dead, the father in jail, and this little girl missing.
KPRC2's Andy Sirota covering this story for us tonight at 6. Andy, live in Pasadena, next to the apartment complex where Nadia Lee was last seen. Andy.
Brandon, Lauren, the search for missing 2-year-old Nadia Lee expected to resume in the morning. Her loved ones still reeling from the loss of the child's mother, clinging on to hope, desperate for answers, as this case is now turned into a homicide investigation.
Say, Mr. Indigent. Big word I hear in the street, that's what's up. Say, support Willie like the lighter hue folks support each other. Just hit the light. Say, there has to be 500 during the show, not after the show. Say, it count during his show. I appreciate that right there, man. Woo, cause boy, I like the Hugh brothers and sisters numbers is up. I'm like, wow, beautiful.
Tonight, 2-year-old Nadia Lee's grandmother expressing grief and sorrow upon hearing the news that Houston police now suspect foul play in the little girl's disappearance.
Yeah.
They arrested her father, Jairon Lee, who's charged with strangling Nancy Reed, the child's 22-year-old mother, at a Southeast Houston motel. Nadia's 2 siblings are said to have witnessed it.
Why would he do something like this, and why would he do it in front of his children?
Well, he said because she was trying to jump on the baby and he was trying to protect the child. I don't know if y'all done heard what we had done heard, but that's the word that we got that he had done told them people the reason why everything transpired. But go ahead.
And it is heartbreaking. It really is. My heart is just broken in half. So I just hope that we find a baby. I hope we find Nadia.
Lee
Yeah, where's the baby? That's a good question.
said to have checked his daughter out of foster care on Friday but never returned her. The 2-year-old was last seen around 8 p.m. at an apartment complex in the 300 block of South Ritchie in Pasadena on Sunday, where police say her father lives.
We have an immense amount of DNA evidence from the apartment and whatnot, and that's going to take some time to obviously process.
This morning, volunteers with Texas EquiSearch began looking for the missing child
Say he ate her, y'all.
in an area
Yeah,
near
be
the
more
complex where she was last seen.
Probably.
Tim Miller says Lee told detectives he went to take out the trash around 8 p.m. Sunday night, and when he returned to the apartment, Nadia was gone, and that he didn't report her missing because he thought Nadia's mother might have picked her up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, slow me down. He came back to the spot and he saw that Nadia was gone, and then he thought that the mama had took Nadia. But then how did the mama get back around you and try to do something to the other child, I guess, and you put in a chokehold or something like that? It's confusing. It's confusing. I don't know what's going on.
A lot of work to do. It's early on in the investigation and everything, but I think
Unless she got a different mama.
that everybody's doing everything they can do to try to get some answers.
The search got underway hours after Lee went before a judge for the first time overnight,
The defendant stated that he held her in position until she became unresponsive.
where the 26-year-old learned he'd been charged with Reed's murder.
Do y'all know that he wouldn't have had to hold her until she became unresponsive if she would have just complied? But go ahead.
It's just a messy situation between them.
If his story is true. If his story is true, all you have to do is comply, calm down, comply. Go ahead, though.
And we were always trying to support her, always trying to help her escape the relationship. She just never.
Escape? Oh, they was in a domestic love relationship? Like I be saying and like I be knowing, we be in domestic love relationship. And now when it goes south, I was trying to leave. Girls.
Never wanted to leave.
And she never wanted to leave. We tried to get her to leave, and she never wanted to leave.
6-year-old learned he'd been charged with Reed's murder.
It was just a messy situation between them. And we were always trying to support her, always trying to help her escape the relationship. She just never wanted to leave.
She never wanted to escape her relationship. She loved to be in her domestic love relationship. Explain something to people. When people is in a domestic love relationship, you got to let it play out. You got to let it play out. Maybe it may be cut short in a year or two. Maybe it may be cut short in 50 years. You know what I'm saying? But either which way, it's going to play out, whether you like it or not. Leave people relationships alone. Oh, yeah. We are going to have our opinions and our thoughts. Oh, great, you should leave him, player. Boy, you need to leave her. Boy, she's slinging it all across the country. But, no. We can give our opinions, but then you got to leave people alone. You got to leave people alone. If they ask you something now, please give your opinion. Tell the truth when they ask you something. But they going to do what they want to do. Just saying.
She never got away.
Of course she never got away because she didn't want to get away. She gone now, though.
We're told tonight that Lee...
By y'all saying that that y'all were trying to help her get away, and she never got away. She got away now because now she's off Earth. Maybe this was the way that she was supposed to leave Earth. You know what's strange? We kind of get upset the way people die, and we say, like, people died, this person died too soon. What if that's how they were supposed to die when they had them died? What if that was the year, the time, the day that they were supposed to die? What if that's when their life door's supposed to close? And we right here saying, oh, they died too early. They weren't supposed to die. Wrong place, wrong time. What if it was the right place, right time? See, we've been taught to think from one side, y'all, and this is what I be trying to do. I'm going to think it from both sides. I may lean more to one side, but I will always think it from both sides. I promise you. So we looking for the 2-year-old. If anybody know anything about Nadia, note they have not put a number in front of the K yet. So there's just free info. And if you want to share the free info for a missing 2-year-old, I think that we should. But everybody don't like them kids, and it is what it is. Move right along. Ain't need much gonna hold you. I'm just trying to show you what's out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me for just, having an opinion for about what I see. Let's go. We be doing too much. We be doing too much. Let me make sure I grab this here, pop that there, grab that, do that, hit that. We got to get the lights up. We looking kind of decent. But we need to be over 350 likes, just like we got over 350 people here. Again. I really would appreciate the support. I could be one crying. You crying about your numbers and stuff like that? Not really. I think I'd be just aggravated about the amount of people that I see here. Not about the numbers. It's about the people that I see here that's not participating. And I think that should be a felony. Something need to be put on you out here. I'm trying to tell you something. You need to lose your whole relationship. Your funeral need to be empty. Just because you ain't hit the thumbs up button. In my mind, I'm just saying. In my mind, when you don't hit the thumbs up button, you is not, you're just not participating. You was really not participating. I know sometimes y'all forget, but I'm going to say it about 10 times, and y'all still going to forget even after I say it about 10 times. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that right there. But look. Let's go to Milwaukee. And let me say something. Up until like five, maybe 8 years ago or something, I didn't even know that crimes was happening in places like Milwaukee and like Wisconsin. When is the last time have you ever, or have I ever done I've never done a video out of Montana. Is people still living in Montana? Is people dying in Montana? Is it domestic love in Montana? No. I don't think I've ever, out of the probably over 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 videos I've ever did, I don't think I've ever did a story out of Montana and I think Maine. Oh, no. I did one out of Maine where the lighter hue sisters was being influenced by the darker hue players coming from the southern states. And they were doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. North Dakota, South Dakota, and Utah. I think I done some out of Utah, and that was probably like the polygamy stuff. But North Dakota, South Dakota. I don't think I've ever did a video about those places. Anyway, we got to go to a Milwaukee kindergarten.
New at 10 tonight, a kindergarten teacher has been arrested and charged with sexually assaulting one of his students.
Investigators say it happened at Rocket Ship Transformation Prep. That is a charter school in Milwaukee.
They all at a charter school. Shout out to Alexis for the $5 cash app. I appreciate that right there.
6's Ashley Sears here in the studio tonight and explains the little girl told investigators this all happened inside of a classroom.
Say, what do they call Milwaukee? The murder mill. Oh, jeez.
Grand Mary prosecutors say that 5-year-old girl first told her mother that 42-year-old Benjamin Anderson touched her inappropriately.
Shout out to the 5-year-old. Shout out to the 5-year-old for telling. Go ahead. Oh, whoa. Ooh. We should not judge people who want to have sex with a 5-year-old. Shout out to the Franklin teacher. Go ahead, though.
The school told parents about it in a letter yesterday, and they admitted Anderson shouldn't have been hired in the first place.
Oh, so we finna do the background thing. We finna talk about the background thing. Go ahead.
Crazy. Creepy. Who can you trust?
At Rocket Ship Transformation Prep, anxious parents go into the Northside Elementary School for a town hall discussion on a disturbing situation.
Shout out to Passion for the $5 cash. I say, hey, Pastor. Say, where the SWAT had at. Hey, everybody. I appreciate that.
Make you just not even want to bring your kids to school, like, keep them home.
It make you want to keep your children home, but we got to send our children to their other parents. No. Yeah. 1 or 2 or maybe 4 of them may be interested in your little baby. But sometimes we just got to take a chance. I hear you.
They learned 42-year-old Benjamin Anderson had been charged with sexually assaulting one of his young students.
State of Wisconsin versus Benjamin Anderson.
The kindergarten teacher made his initial appearance Wednesday. Investigators say the 42-year-old inappropriately touched a 5-year-old girl. According to a criminal complaint, the girl told police it happened in Mr. Ben's class.
When this accusation was made, he was asked to leave the school. He has not been back.
Parents at the public.
Mr. Ben. Say if you put the age 5 and fine together, you need to be in the shirt. You need to be on the shirt with your picture on the t-shirt. I feel
Charter
you on that
school got a letter explaining the situation. School leaders admitting that a previous misdemeanor conviction should have disqualified him from employment there.
Do y'all understand if y'all hear somebody actually say that a 5-year-old is fine? What do you do? Shout out to Alpha King K from Baltimore, Maryland. Appreciate you being around here. Here we go.
Records show he was on supervision after leaving a firearm near a child.
But that's just a misdemeanor. Like they acting like that's a felony. You know what I'm saying? Just leaving a firearm near a child. What do you mean near? How close or how far is a near? Is it like 2 yards or something? Is it 15 feet or something? Is that like near, like in the vicinity, like in the same car, in the same home? Is you considering that near? Yeah. Damn map. Yeah, map.
How can you not see that before you even hired him?
This parent has a kid in Anderson's class. She doesn't want to show her face out of concern for her own child's safety.
But if they done already removed the teacher or the teacher's out of here, why you scared to show your face? You was afraid of retaliation to your child by you speaking out, but the teacher who was being accused has been removed. Who else at the school doing something to the children then?
I just told him, basically, if somebody was to touch him, just to let me know.
Shout out to Passion for the $5 cash out. He said, we have the maps out there. Be careful.
Kind of way.
A man families put their trust into, now accused of betraying it.
I just don't feel like nowhere's safe, actually.
I agree with that.
The school tells us Anderson has been suspended without pay. They say they've hired independent investigators who are working with police, and they also have brought crisis counselors to the school. Back to you.
Suspended without pay, rent finna be due, that last check ain't ooh, Jesus. This is why, look. This is why y'all gotta do y'all best to not be working check to check. You never know when you're gonna get suspended without pay. You never know when you're gonna get fired. Y'all better keep y'all more than the check to check. And it is crazy that we could be like in our 40s and be from check to check. That means we got poor monkey management and poor meat management. You ain't saved up enough. You ain't put enough to the side for if you get knocked off for at least 6 months. Got to be 3 months. At least 3 months. Jesus. Check the check and over 40. What is we doing with our lives? But we look good though. We look good and we be broke. That's what's up. Moving right along. I ain't need much gonna hold you. Let me go ahead and take you to Florida. My state, stand your ground state. Plus the bitch go home state. Please don't run up. We're in fifth of our life state. We got a Florida man who is bragging about his accomplishments on Tinder. Here we go.
A Florida woman helps to put a man behind bars just after he confided in her his interest in molesting children.
The disturbing encounter started on the...
This is why a lot of times people tell y'all do not confide in females because they going to tell on you.
Popular dating app Tinder. According to the CBS affiliate in Orlando, the woman who...
Play player. What's up? Why? What you doing?
Not want to be identified, says 29-year-old Nicholas Wallace was completely normal until he started asking more personal questions. She says the conversation then became worse after he told her he's into young girls.
And this is why I will continue to tell y'all, the people who is part of the MAP organization, minor attracted persons, need to be able to speak, need to be able to have conversations, need to be able to let us know out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because she wouldn't have been able to help out if he wouldn't have been conversating. Y'all see how this works, but y'all be want to shut down conversations, which is the dumbest thing ever. You can learn a lot when you let people talk.
Does not want to be identified, says 29-year-old Nicholas Wallace was completely normal until he started asking more personal questions. She says the conversation then became worse after he told her he's into young girls. She immediately sent their messages to a friend in law enforcement who suggested.
Stop. He said, I'm into young girls. So he's 20-something. We don't know how old she is. So do we all just, is it like an all thing if a player say, I like them young girls? Do that mean that he's talking about a minor? Because I know even when like the older players like them young tenders, they not talking about the minor, they're talking about young women. And young women stems from the age of consent, the age of legal consent with adults, legal consent, which is typically 18, depends on state, 16, 17, 18. Them young girls, be like from 18 to 24. Or when they saying young, do they mean minors? I am confused. Because this person, she automatically took it as if he's talking about the minors. But her guess was correct, is what I'm saying. But is this how we think when we use the word the young girls? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tracy for the $5 cash app. I appreciate that right there.
She immediately sent their messages to a friend in law enforcement who suggested she try to pull information out of him. It worked, and the woman says he confessed to molesting an 8-year-old girl.
Nick had to tell somebody. Because at first, in my mind, I was like, so he wrote her and told her that he into young girls, so maybe her age was a little bit higher. So in my mind, when you tell a female that, they instantly, some will instantly get mad and go to hating. So now I'm going to put the police on you because you don't like my age and you age bashing and you like them young girls. So I'm going to tell my law enforcement friend that you like the minors. That was my first thought. But Nick, look at Nick. Nick out here making accomplishments, ain't he?
Out of him. It worked, and the woman says he confessed to molesting an 8-year-old girl.
This is why, if they want to change their label from pedophilia, I think MAP is a good thing, because then we can see who's who, because MAP sounds non-threatening, right? We need to know who's a part of MAP, and maybe he would have had on like a MAP chain, a MAP shirt, a MAP flag or something, so we can know.
Investigators say he tried to arrange a meetup with the woman and offered to bring a child. The woman now says she will think twice about dating apps.
He have a child in his pocket. What? Nicholas. I think that name. Say Nick the Purr.
Did you ever see the conversation going that way, just simply from a Tinder exchange?
No, and that's actually what freaks me out about all of this. Like, I've since gotten rid of Tinder because, like, you don't realize who you're talking to. You absolutely
don't.
No idea who the person on the other end is.
Wallace is
Say we need a map with maps on it. Yeah, there you go.
being held at the Marion County Jail on a $95,000 bond. Detectives anticipate bringing more charges after examining his phone and his tablet.
Stop. How much was his bond?
Realize who you're talking to. You have no idea who the person on the other end is.
Wallace is being held at the Marion County Jail on a $95,000 bond. Detectives anticipate bringing more charges after examining his phone and his tablet.
Oh, so they're gonna bring more charges. Cause that 95 grand. Yeah. And that boy say that he done knocked off at least eight-year-olds or something like that. I think 8 is his favorite number or something. And he possibly had a child in tow. Baby, we can link up. Boy, I got one with me. Yeah. See, when we allow, well, we is okay when keeping people in the closet. Do y'all not understand that? We got to stop being so angry and aggressive with people who like the children. You all don't even understand psychology. This is a problem. People ain't finna come out the closet if they finna be bashed. Talked about judge. You can't judge somebody who want a 105-year-old. You're not supposed to do that. They not gonna come out the closet and be like, you know what? I do like them little girls. I do like them little boys like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to make people feel comfortable about the things that they want to do so we can know who the people is. Because we can continue to go down the same road and not have people a little comfortable. We can keep going down the same road and keep getting the same results, which is not enough people being arrested for this crime. You could be all in your feelings. I don't care about that. I don't want to know about that. I don't know. They still trying and they still hunching the minors, regardless of your feelings. I'm trying to tell y'all what have not been working. And what's not been working is how y'all be so against pedophiles. Y'all really become violent when y'all speaking on a pedophile. And I'm trying to tell you something. I understand if it's in you to be, I wish one for, you know what I'm saying? I get that. Stop voicing it so much. We have to learn psychology. You need to let people feel comfortable about speaking. The more comfortable people is about speaking, the more we would know who likes who. Reverse psychology all day long. This is the only, no. The woman who helped out law enforcement get Nick. Do y'all understand? That's why the police told her, see if you can get more information. Because if she would have just went off on him, you like the young girl, you a pedophile, and cut him off, she couldn't have got no more information. See, law enforcement understand psychology. Law enforcement understand reverse psychology. They understand you got to bait. You got to bait people in. You really, really do. But we quick to say, shit, if I find out so, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to hurt him. And it could be 1 or 2, 3 of your homeboys. It could be 2, 3 of your girlfriends who actually like them youngers. And they just sitting back, agreeing with you. Yeah, because that's just wrong. Just agreeing with you. Just know they would never be comfortable to say it around you. And you may be one who have children. I'm just trying to teach. Moving right along, cause we got this quick update. Accused of what? All right. We got an update real quick. Remember Remember the bus? Remember being on the bus? Okay, in case you don't remember being on the bus out here in these streets, well, we did the bus story. We got this beautiful baby up here, Auntie. Remember they tried to push Auntie off the bus, you know, the minors? Shout out to Esther. Hold on. Whoa. Slow me down. Shout out to Esther for the $4.20 cash out. Say shout out everybody in the chat. Say we made it to Friday. I'm trying to tell y'all. This is a blessing. You say God made these people. Say God has a purpose for these people on this earth. I'm in agreement. The DC mayor, because this incident, this altercation happened in D.C., responds to the woman that got attacked. This is the woman who got attacked on the bus. Here we go.
The bus driver made no attempts to stop the bus. He didn't alert local authorities or anything to my defense.
Shout that baby out for having her real. Go ahead.
Kyla says she has some bumps and bruises. She's doing all right, but it has been very traumatic and emotional. But another thing that she told us, she wants Metro to have more safety protocols in place so it doesn't happen again.
Fox 5 Stephanie Ramirez joining us live now. And Steph, this video has been all over our website, social media, but the bigger question
God don't make mistakes. Go ahead.
is, have leaders seen it?
Say she was absolutely slick rapping. Y'all remember what I said? Go ahead.
Marina, the mayor and police chief both indicated earlier today that they had not seen this video yet. We got to talk with them earlier at an event, an opening of a DC police cadet training facility. Now, I can tell you right now, we're on Alabama Avenue Southeast. Behind me by the IHOP is where the victim says she was pushed off of this bus. We were talking with folks in the area today who did see this video, and they do have a lot to say about it.
Okay.
Why is not undercover police on the worstest bus lines, the W4, the X2, the 92? It should be somebody sitting there on each bus line undercover. Lock them up. Let their parents have to come to get them.
They're messing up.
She got a good point. I'm going to say the reason that they don't do it because it costs. It costs to put undercover officers on every bus. Yeah. Say we defunding the police, remember? Absolutely. Go ahead, baby.
And then saying, and then, you know, you can have the commercials, oh, come visit DC, let's tour, but then it's a lot of stuff that's going on, and it's like, you need to tell the people the real stuff that's going on.
You need to tell the people the real stuff about all the violence and the crime that's going on in DC. I agree with what she's saying. Go ahead.
For the people, for the youth, I mean, just for the community. It's sad.
I wouldn't want, no one else to have to go through this, and it's emotional just thinking about it.
Say, girl, stop. We got crime to fight. Try to take her.
That last woman, she is the victim in this violent assault, Kyla Thurston. By now, many of you have seen the disturbing video showing her shoved off of a W4 Metro bus by what appears to have been a group of teens and possibly some adults. This video goes on for some time. Thurston saying no help was called during or after. This was actually one of two videos showing the torment that Thurston went through this week. Another clip many haven't seen yet shows the victim getting shoved right off the top of this video. You then see bottles thrown at her as she continues to repeat the words, "Thank you, Lord," over those screaming at her. At one point, the camera shows a dry jacket. The camera then falls. It comes back to the victim with her jacket now wet. Someone threw a drink at her. And the mayor, even though she said she didn't see the video, said again they would look at it. And she also had a comment about it today.
I don't even have to see a video if somebody was pushed off of a bus. I imagine it's traumatizing and it shouldn't happen. And that is not any type of crime that we want to see in our city at any time.
You're right, baby. Listen. I know. I'm not saying, because in my mind she was slick rapping, I'm not saying that it should have happened to her. I'm just saying what possibly provoked it. You said something to some young folk. You spoke to the youth. This shit don't always go well, especially when you're trying to tell them what to stop doing and or what not to do. Oh, you trying to correct them? Oh no, y'all still be thinking that we back like in the 70s or 80s when back then the players if they was cussing and grown folks and or women and or a pastor or something will walk up, they will stop cursing. They will even stop smoking and or drinking around certain people. Y'all, a lot of y'all think that it's back in the day. It ain't. They don't care nothing about you. You're not finna tell them what to do. You mess around and get jumped on. See, and once you try to correct the youth, and then they say something slick back to you, you say something slick back to them, and now you're getting pushed off the bus. I'm just trying to tell you. But if I say they should be taser, Glock, Willie, you trying to destroy your own people. Y'all didn't just see they is pushing a woman off of a bus. Y'all don't think they should be taser? No, Willie, they need to be talked to. They just kids. Okay.
And guys, there are a lot of questions for WMATA as well. Metro telling us that they are still asking for anyone with information to contact them. But we had asked to speak with the spokesperson over the phone. We had asked for an interview. What we got was a statement this afternoon, and also speaking to some of the actions of the bus driver here. Part of this statement reads that generally bus operators are only permitted to stop at authorized bus stops unless they become aware that an incident jeopardizing safety is occurring on their bus. And we're told in those instances that they are then allowed to stop at a safe location and then contact or use an onboard system to then contact either a supervisor.
Did they just put up a whole statement to try to make the driver look good for not doing anything? Generally, bus operators are not permitted to stop at authorized bus stops unless they become aware that an incident jeopardizes the safety and is occurring on their bus. The door was open, the bus was stopped, and they trying to push somebody off the bus. So someone at least should have been called. Law enforcement should have been called. Somebody should have been dispatched. That's what should have happened, but...
And then contact or use an onboard system to then contact either a supervisor or transit police. They wouldn't say if they're planning to increase patrols on the bus line, but they do tell us that they do regularly patrol Metro's buses and that they do focus on areas that have a higher concentration of incidents. Guys?
See, I told you, drivers drive. That's it.
Talk to that one woman who said she wanted to see undercover cops on all these buses. Now, that may be prohibited, but there's something called the Safe Passage Program, and that's where there's an investment in helping kids get to and from school. They put like $4 million into it. So why are they not on these buses?
That's right, Jim. The mayor's office put a lot of money into this last year. So basically, I'm told that there's about 200 staffers who work, but what they do is they patrol or man certain routes to and from school. This program money was put into it so that they could also extend to metro stations as well, but they are not physically on the buses. We did also, Jim, reach out to DCPS. Since yesterday, we've been asking if they recognize any of these students or if they're even talking about the situation with their students today. I just got a message from a spokesperson about 20 minutes ago telling us to reach out to Metro Police.
You mean to tell me that the mayor had to put up some money to help churn, get like travel passes or something, be able to get from here to there? The mayor had to put up money? So we ain't gonna, so it ain't about the parenting no more. The stuff that parents are supposed to do, like we just don't let them do it no more or something?
They patrol or man certain routes to and from school. This program money was put into it so that they could also extend to metro stations as well, but they are not physically on the buses.
I don't understand. I don't understand the program then. They're supposed to do what? And they put $4 million behind it, but go ahead.
They do focus on areas that have a higher concentration of incidents. Guys?
Steph, you talked to that one woman who said she wanted to see undercover cops on all these buses. Now, that may be prohibited, but there's something called the Safe Passage Program, and that's where there's an investment in help.
Safe Passage Program.
Helping kids get to and from school.
To help kids get to and from school. Well, where's they mama them?
Like $4 million into it. So why are they not on these buses?
$4 million? could have did it for $7,500. What are we talking about?
That's right, Jim. The mayor's office put a lot of money into this last year. So basically, I'm told that there's about 200 staffers who work, but what they do is they patrol or man certain routes to and from school. This program money was put into it so that they could also extend to metro stations as well, but they are not physically.
I don't even want to hear no more. You say the kids are on their own. That's sad. You absolutely correct. Hashtag to all them good parents who ain't doing nothing out in D.C. That's what's up. Keep doing what y'all doing. Listen. And children best left with their mamas. Children is best left with their mamas. Y'all can't tell me nothing out here in these streets. I have no idea why we got to spend $4 million to help children get from point A to point B. Well, to school and back. They said to school. Wow, that's really, really deep. Hold up. We about to go on to get into the main event. Do not judge me. Say, for release of the Spider-Man, trying to lure something, boy. Y'all gotta watch y'all babies. Oh. All right. Bam. I found this one right here. We can do this one, and then we go on to get into the main event. Get y'all on up out of here for this STD Friday around here in the street. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we doing the most. I got to take y'all to, is this a high school? Or is it an apartment complex? It may be an apartment complex, a school district. All right. A teenager arrested, accused of sexual misconduct or sexual assault. Here we go. Oh, play.
New at 5, parents frustrated and are on edge tonight after a teen boy gets on an elementary school campus in Lake Elsinore and assaults a child. This video capturing the arrest of a 15-year-old accused of sexual contact with that child. Welcome, everyone, to the Fox 11 News at 5. I'm Maura Lateas here for...
A 15-year-old gets on the bus and sexually assault an elementary kid. Sexually. Go ahead.
Or Alex Michelson. And I'm Christine Devine. Detectives say the teen was not a student and did not have permission to be on that campus. Fox 11's Christy Fajardo is live in Lake Elsinore, where parents are outraged. Christy.
Outraged and also frustrated by the lack of answers. The big question, how did the suspect bypass security and get on to the campus? At this point, deputies say they have identified one victim, but talked to a couple of other kids who may also be victims. And as you said, the suspect is a teenager, 15 years old, which is why we've blurred his face.
Willie, they just kids.
Put your arm out, put your leg under. An arrest caught on cell phone video. Witnesses say school officials chased this 15-year-old suspect, and a neighbor joined in, holding him until deputies got there.
Not going anywhere. Don't try. Somebody may call this racist. Well, why he holding them inside the dirt? He should have been able to set them up.
Detectives believe the teen had just committed a lewd act on a child at Lakeland Village School in Lake Elsinore. At the campus, anxious parents arrived to see crying children and squad cars.
The first thing I thought to my head was Texas. You know, the kids got shot. So it really scared me, and she kept on crying, and no one wanted to tell me anything. I talked to, I don't know if he was the principal, and he wouldn't be straight honest with me.
The Lake Elsinore...
And that's one thing, let me talk to all y'all professionals. It's best to be honest with the people. Especially when it comes down to the school stuff. Emotions is high. It's best to just be straight up with people. It'll save you some headache.
Unified School District now says the 15-year-old has no connection to the school, and they are investigating how he got on the campus on Monday, but are praising school officials who spotted the suspect and called deputies.
Yeah, but if y'all spotted the suspect and called, maybe after the incident, then y'all saw and y'all called the people. But what type of sexual contact? What is we talking about? What are they considering sexual contact with the child? What if it was his girlfriend?
We're going to take the opportunity to review all of our emergency protocols across the district.
That answer isn't sitting well with many parents like Jeremy Coons, who wants to see a full-time police officer at the school.
You mean to tell me that school ain't got no police officer? What's going on in y'all district? I thought every schools had police at them. It's 2022. Hell, the schools should have their own police force by now. Go ahead, though.
And wants the administration to improve communication. He says the school notified parents of the incident through an app he doesn't have, so he was left in the dark.
Why you ain't got your school app? Shout out to all the good parents who don't have their school app. I got school app, so I guess that's why I can talk mess. Last year, I didn't have a school app because I didn't know that school had an app, but I had their website. So all I had to do was look to the right, and it would have said you could download this app. But don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, defund the police, CCC, and we need more police, and this is why things like this is transpiring.
I feel that they know that.
Are you a good parent if you don't have the school app?
Somebody screwed up on their side. There needs to be somebody here to protect our schools. If they can't do it, we'll pull them out, or we'll come here and protect them ourselves.
I like it. Damn it, I like his language. I like his language. And this could actually be like a job for the stay-at-home dads. This could be a job for the stay-at-home dads to where, like, y'all can get to patrol your child's school with that fire. I need y'all out there with that fire. I'm trying to tell you, taser Glock on the bit, and put on a SWAT hat. Listen. Get yourself a whistle. Get yourself a badge. We top flight security. We out here like Craig and Day. I'm trying to tell you something. To all the stay-at-home dads, this is something that y'all can possibly implement at your community schools.
It isn't just parents asking for more protection. Fifth grader Violet John feared the worst.
She looked angry. Oh, she mad. Shout out to Sarah for the $5 super chat. Say, hey, Willie, sending you plenty of love from Chicago, ATL, Chi-Town. The 312 say, keep schooling these babies. I keep letting it slide by. They say, keep schooling these babies out here in these streets. Hashtag hunch time. Hashtag Willie said hush. I'm trying to tell. I like that right there. Let me look.
When officials screamed they were on lockdown. At a young age, she now knows how terror feels.
I was really scared. I was just like praying, and the kid next to me was praying as well. Like, I would pray. I was reading notes to my family. Like, if anything happens to me, like, I love you guys so much.
Baby wrote a "if I don't make it" letter. Is that the scarlet letter? Oh no. That is typically the letter that the soldiers use, but it's a they have a name for it. What kind of letter is that? Can somebody please write it real quick? Soldiers would typically write letters and give it to their compadres and their partners in case I don't make it. Give them a family this right here. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting down writing it all the way out. Mama, boy, if I don't make it, a Dear John letter? Okay. We can go with that right there. A Dear John letter. Maybe writing at early age. Boy, if I don't make it, Mama, but listen, don't let nobody get my PlayStation. Don't let nobody get my goddamn iPhone. I like them pink shoes. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody wear my stuff.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
At a young age, she now knows how terror feels.
I was really scared. I was just like praying.
Say no. A Dear John is when you breaking up. Can somebody give me the proper one? You say her dad probably in the military. That's probably where she get it from. Here we go.
And the kid next to me was praying as well. Like, I would pray. I was reading notes to my family. Like, if anything happens to me, like, I love you guys so much.
A Jody letter, a farewell kind of sound better, like we not gonna see each other no more, so farewell. You know what I'm saying? We might get knocked off at the school, so farewell. Just don't let nobody take my Xbox. Don't nothing. Whoo! And Mom and Daddy, don't go through my iPhone.
Administrators put the school...
Say the scarlet letter is for adulterers. Why is we using the wrong terminology? Hey. Whoa. We got the right to use the wrong terminology, just like our sister from yesterday in the LGBT community said, I don't care. Damn it, if it's 18 and under and you like them, you're a pedophile. I don't care that's not the word that go with what I'm talking about. We can use the wrong stuff and mean the same thing, can't it? Say it's an STD Friday letter.
Put on lockdown just as a precautionary measure, but students say they weren't told why it was happening. Now, the district is holding what they call a special board workshop on October 27th, where they say security will be discussed, but some parents want the superintendent to hold a special meeting along with the sheriff's department.
So they finna have a conversation about discussing security. That's cute. Hey, man, hey. I just work here. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the rules. I just work here. They finna talk about security. Whether we need security or not. You know, because really we don't have problems and stuff like that. That is what some administrations will probably say. Well, we don't have shootings and stabbings at our school. Yeah. That's probably the same thing that every other school who had the shootings and the stabbings and, you know, the high alert schools. They didn't have high alert schools before they became a high alert school. I'm just saying. But feel how you want to feel. Look. Let's go on and get into the main event real quick. A woman says. Y'all know how we feel about when a woman says. A lot of y'all is believe all women. Around here we say believe evidence. What can you prove? You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna go with. What can you prove? We will believe your story. No, we will listen to your story. We ain't with that like 100% belief. It can always be a 50-50. We gotta look at things from both sides. As we say, well, a woman says that a janitor, a cleaner, a janitor. Shout out to all the janitors out here who done made it the millionaires out here. TD Jakes. A woman says that a janitor urinated in her water bottle and infected that baby with an STD. Here we go.
It's a story you'll only see on 13 tonight. A woman says she got a sexually transmitted disease after the janitor at her office got a hold of her water bottle.
Who believe that? A Texas janitor with an STD is accused of peeing into an employee's water bottle and giving her an incurable disease. Big word. I hear these creeps. How many of y'all believe that?
Janitor charged now with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. ABC 13 reporter Jessica Willie spoke to the victim and joins us live with more on this truly disturbing case. Jessica.
Yeah, the victim says her life is forever changed.
Say, was it on Friday? I don't know.
After what this man allegedly did, she suspected he was tampering with her water bottles when he cleaned her office after hours. Video confirmed her suspicions. Some of these details are graphic.
This individual is a sick man.
50-year-old Lucio Diaz inside the victim's office last month to clean her water bottle out in the open. What happened next?
I got to whoa. He cleaned up the office and your water bottle is out in the open, and so this is a video of him doing it and putting the water bottle back. You mean to tell me that you drinking water from the previous day?
Is disturbing.
Pulls out his penis and proceeds to stick his penis into my water, probably I would say maybe halfway in, and then tilt the bottle back and basically rinse his penis into my water.
He was able to wait, slow me down, baby. He was able to put his meat inside the water bottle hole. He say he kind of skinny. All right. Say, but she drank it. Yeah. Say, I bet she a cutie too. She probably is though. Say, was the water yellow?
Same thing caught on camera not once but 2 days in a row, says the victim, who does not want to be identified. With a police investigation still underway, she shared only this still image from video that ABC 13 watched.
I was very, very scared. And I immediately thought, what if he has a disease?
In late August, she noticed a foul smell in the employee water dispenser, like this one at the doctor's office where she works on the East Freeway.
So you mean to tell me a player with an STD got the 5-gallon water dispensary stinking? What, did he take the 5-gallon thing off, put his meat in, tilt it back and shake it up and then put it back on the thing? Is that what we saying that a player did, but go ahead.
Then in late September, she thought her own water bottle had been tainted with urine. Sure enough, court records say a urinalysis confirmed it. But it was a spy camera she bought that left no questions, she says, and further testing brought devastating news to the married mother of two.
I learned that
The married mother of two. Y'all know in my first mind was, oh, you contracted an STD and you didn't know how to explain it to your husband.
acquired an STD for which he has also come back as having tested positive for.
Did he violate
How do we know that they weren't hunching? But go ahead.
you?
Of course. He did. That's what he did to me. He gave me an STD that I will have for the rest of my life. Nothing's gonna change it.
There's an STD that she's gonna have for the rest of her life. All right, y'all. Which STDs can you have for the rest of your life? It's herpes. Is it AIDS? But we can make it undetectable. You have it, but we make it undetectable. So, yeah, herpes. Herpes, HIV, AIDS. All right, cool. Yeah, but we got medication for all that shit. No. Not syphilis, because you don't have it for like the rest of your life. We can get rid of syphilis, but herpes you can't get rid of. HIV, AIDS you can't get rid of, but we got medication. We good right there. Hep C, all right. But which, yeah. You say, can you get STDs from drinking water though? I get, I guess because he put his meat inside the hole. If he had an outbreak, herpes simplex 10, if he had like an outbreak and it rubbed around because he fitted it, I want y'all to understand, he had a water bottle and he fit his meat inside the water bottle. She said he put it halfway in a water bottle. Was it a tight fit? If it was a tight fit, then that skin is, I think you can catch it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that you can catch some from that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing's gonna make it better for me. In fact, I feel like for the rest of my life, I'm just gonna have to be careful.
I must be like afraid of myself or something like that, because if I'm drinking, if I have a water bottle like on my desk today, I cannot drink that water bottle tomorrow. Like I just can't. Because I may be cleaning up my office and might want to rinse my meat off. I didn't, and then forget it and put it back there, and then I'd mess around and caught some from myself.
S has been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Court records show.
Aggravated assault. I didn't even know that they could do this. Shout out to Esther for the $2 cash out. You say she should have spit instead of swallowing. Ooh, good point. This is a dirty meat is aggravated assault. I ain't know that. Hold on.
The rest of my life, I'm just gonna have to be careful.
Diaz has been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Court records show.
With a deadly weapon. What is the weapon? Is the meat the weapon, or is the STD the weapon?
He is currently in ICE custody. The Mexican national's immigration and work status unclear.
Oh, you going back home, pimp? Oh.
The victim says he continued to work at the building even after management was notified. She was working with an attorney.
They kept him working. He must do a real good job. And or the company say, well, hell, after the investigation, we will determine if we want to let him go. Because we just can't take your word for it. Now, if you show us the video, we might be like, well, you might got a point. You know what I'm saying?
Duty to protect everybody that is in that building, especially the tenants that pay their rent there, and they wholly failed in those duties and responsibilities.
You say over the wall he goes.
The building's owner, Altera, responded, saying management cooperated with Houston police as soon as they were made aware. Quote, they were advised by the police to not alert or approach the alleged perpetrator so that he could be arrested. He was arrested when he returned to the building.
So don't say nothing to the player who putting his meat in the water bottle and passing out STD. Don't you say nothing. you let us come around there and pick him up now. And stop looking at him crazy because he's going to keep asking, what's the problem? What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to alert him, so don't be looking at him crazy. And I know now that y'all afraid that he touch on your shoulder. Hello, hello, hello. And you be like, oh, shit. No, don't do that. You might got some.
He assaulted me. He took away my peace of mind.
HPD major
That'll do
offenders
it.
investigators believe more people have been infected and more charges could follow. This victim says she wants Diaz to pay.
If I'm going to be worried about this the rest of my life, I think he should too.
So, giving somebody STD is aggravated assault now. Or is it when the man does it? Shout out to the 50 cent for the $2 super chat. You say, I think it's the 5-gallon juice. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Why? Ooh. What if they're using, or what if her and other people there is using the same water bottle at the 5-gallon purified jug thing, because it actually does save you money. What if it is coming from, well, hell, they got them on tape. Damn, I can't really make the argument. Hell, but then you got to test everybody in the building for that same STD. I know you caught a player on camera, but does that mean that somebody else didn't do what I had done did before you put the cameras in? Oh, I could be a good lawyer. You say, people always say, don't leave your drinks around, and this baby gonna leave it in her office. I don't know how y'all can come back to the job and drink the old water bottles. Like I really don't understand. Like, I feel like it's something been done to the water bottle, even in my own studio. I mean, like, I probably did something to that shit. I have no idea. Let me get something else. Let me get another one. Let me not repeat the process. You know what I'm saying? I think it through in my own shit. And I clean my own shit. You know, hey man, we never know who out here. We never know who out here with the STDs. And again, we do need to share. Do not get it twisted just because one person don't like how they may have contracted it, which that's a bad way to contract it, because you didn't let the other person know that you was giving it. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder how her home life went. Listen, do y'all understand that a man, watch it, a man cannot come home with that STD and his little la find out that he got an STD. And then, if she was a man, and then he set up the camera thing, and see somebody putting their meat inside of his bottle, and he had done drunk it, smeared it all across his lips, and can point out and have video, and by law, this man gave me a STD. Do y'all even understand that? First of all, we would not believe that y'all wasn't hunching. If you tell me a man gave you an STD and you like, stop it right there, a man gave me an STD, our first thought is, okay, y'all had sexual contact. But if you keep the senses going, a man gave me an STD because he was cleaning my office and I got him on tape putting his meat inside my water bottle and stuff like that. Do y'all know that his little la would not stay with him? His little la, listen, this shit could be under investigation. They got the footage. They've done the test. You know your little la is not going to be your little la no more. She's not going to believe that. She's not going to believe that, and I can kind of understand. So I'm saying that because I wonder what she's going through in her marriage after this situation. We can have all the evidence. It's understood. Maybe the old player like you young girls, because she looked to be about 32, 33-ish or something. Here, she may be 27. You know what I'm saying? He probably like you. He probably your sugar daddy. Yeah. Him being a janitor is just a front. Hell, maybe he been a janitor for 40 years. Maybe he double dipping on his pension. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm going to look at you funny. So you telling me that you drunk water and you got an incurable disease? That's what you going to tell the player. You got evidence? You showed me the video and here got everything. Okay. I see the video. No. I am in agreement that he put his meat inside the thing. Yep, I got it. Is he the only meat? Or is you the only one he put his meat in the bottle in? Huh? Oh, you don't know. Oh, so it's just you. Okay, listen. I just need partial custody of the kids. I don't. Hell, you can keep the house and the beds. I don't want none of it. You done bought an STD homebound steak on purpose. Let's give y'all another one. Here we go.
Tonight, a janitor in an East Houston medical building facing disgusting allegations. Police say an employee contracted an STD after the janitor allegedly relieved himself in her water bottle.
That's what she told us. But go ahead.
Now, she claims she caught him doing it on a spy camera after becoming suspicious. Jason Miles is live outside the building with new details for us. Jason?
Hey there, guys. Yeah, I'm told the janitor cleaned this building every night, and the case against him may already be growing. Late this afternoon, court documents revealed at least 11 more complainants, in addition to the lady I interviewed, coming forward.
So long as she got the video, she said. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. In the court of law. But in my mind, in the court of the household, we just gonna separate and divide, baby. I know, baby. You telling the truth, and I believe that you're telling the truth. It's just my mind. Damn it, everything's mental. My mind just won't let it go. My mind just, I don't know. Maybe in 15 years, I come back. We can try. He said, can you find the video? I haven't even much looked for it, but I would love to see portions of the video. I don't have to see him put his meat inside the thing. I don't have to see that part, but you know, they need to lead up, skip, finish it out, edit it, so we can see something. Well, here, we don't want to see no edited footage because they could be lies. Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash app. Say, F that shit. You say, what did she do to him? That's what I'm talking about. Listen. And that's why I had to say it earlier. Is you the only one?
Urine samples are part of the business in a family physician's office, but a longtime employee here, who does not want to be identified, never expected a sample in her personal water bottle.
I felt disgusted.
The alleged victim says she became suspicious after detecting a foul odor in water from a break room cooler, and even more alarmed when it appeared water left on her desk, mostly used to make coffee, appeared tainted as well.
So play around there with the dirty meat. A dirty meat that smells. Jesus.
Erased it to my face, smelled it, and it smelled like urine.
Suspicions eventually prompted her to place a spy cam at her desk. And these screenshots are from a video showing the suspect conducting his regular cleaning duties.
At least he got on gloves.
But also violating her water bottle, something clearly shown in the full video.
I just picked it up, removed the cap, and proceeded to put his penis probably halfway into the bottle, and then he tilted it up so that his penis was surrounded by the water.
Oh, this is the same woman. Oh, I thought that she was lighter you. She looked doggy you here.
That video was part of the evidence used to charge
Lucio, no, Lucio, no. We can't do that around here, pimp. Hey, we can't do it on camera. You can do what you want to because you're grown. You know what I'm saying? But we can't do that and get caught. We can't do it on camera. Like you should have went in the bathroom, like in a stall or something like that right there, if you was going to do it. But they say your stinky link has a foul odor, and it's in all the water. Lucio, no.
50-year-old janitor Lucio Diaz with, among other things, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
They throwing me off with the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Is they talking about his meat or they talking about the STD? I have no idea. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash app. Say here for STD Friday. Much love. I appreciate that right there. Y'all, we almost to 500. I need your help. I need your consistent help. Here we go. No.
It's not an allegation. There's video proof.
Most disturbingly, according to attorney Kim Spurlock, is that her client, a 54-year-old mother of two, contracted herpes, for which Diaz also tested positive.
Oh, so they said he had herpes. All right. Because the other chick, an incurable disease. It's only about 2 or 3 of them, but you don't want us to know that you got herpes. But you said incurable, so we know that you got one of the 3. Well, ain't nobody gonna be trying to hunt you at the office no more. I promise you that.
It's really just disgusting. And my client
Let me take that back. Unless it's STD Friday, baby, we really don't care. Go ahead.
Suffer the consequences of this man's actions for the rest of her life.
Yes. You say, who still get herpes?
Spurlock plans to file a civil suit against building management and others who she claims ignored her client's initial concerns. She isn't surprised there may be more alleged victims, given that Diaz told police, according to court records, he did it in other offices.
He told on himself? Shout out to Courtney for the $2 cash app. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. He told Lucio. No, Lucio. No. We don't do that. We don't. At our age, player, we don't tell on ourselves. Do you know when we go to the resort, we ain't getting out? I don't. So at our age, we really don't. I understand the youth telling on themselves, you know what I'm saying? I done rob people, I done jack people, shot people, and it's on camera, and I'ma sell it. But us over 40 and you fully gray, so you might be over 50, maybe you must 60. You know what I'm saying? It's time out for telling on yourself. No, I did not just do it there. I did it in, damn it, 11 more offices. What you trying to prove, though? What? Who you telling for?
Who she claims ignored her client's initial concerns. She isn't surprised there may be more alleged victims, given that Diaz told police, according to court records, he did it in other offices, and that it was, quote, a sickness.
I hope he's...
It's a sickness? Is it to put your meat inside a water bottle is the sickness? Was the water warm? Was the water lukewarm? Was the water cold? What do you mean? What type of sickness? Explain this to us if you can.
Punished. I hope that he gets, what he deserves.
And I reached out to the building's owner as well as the janitorial service for which Diaz worked. I haven't heard back from either. Meantime, I'm told Diaz is in the custody of immigration authorities awaiting his first appearance in criminal court.
Say he's his own op. I'm trying to tell you something. What's the sickness, though? I don't understand what the sickness is.
Initial concerns. She isn't surprised there may be more alleged victims, given that Diaz told police, according to court records, he did it in other offices.
Say, Lucio, we have your DNA. Say, okay, I did it. He didn't even want to argue. He didn't even argue. He didn't even say, look, Fifth Amendment. I need proper counsel. No English. I ain't telling on myself. What are we doing?
That it was, quote, a sickness.
Say Lucio wanted that wet.
I hope he's punished. I hope that he gets, what he deserves.
What do he deserve? Say Lucio pH level is 3 water. Got to be more careful.
And I reached out to the building's owner as well as the janitorial service for which Diaz worked. I haven't heard back from either. Meantime, I'm told Diaz is in the custody of immigration authorities awaiting his first appearance in criminal court.
They might whoop you out there. Lucio, they might whoop you out there with them people trying to tell you something, and then, boy, I hope you got some grandkids or some nieces or something like that who will fight for you to keep you in the States and all that fly stuff. Hey, it's difficult. You cannot commit crimes and you're not a citizen yet. If you're not a citizen. Hell, if immigration got you, you're not a citizen. So you can't commit crimes because you will. There's a high probability that you will be deported. So to all my immigrants, do not commit a crime until you is a United States citizen. If you want to stay here. If you ready to go ahead on and handle your goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to stay here, you can't commit crimes though. Not until you get to be like, I would say, one of us. You got to be a part of the La Familia or some shit.
Reporting live along the East Freeway, Jason Miles.
I just don't like. I like her dress. That's a nice dress.
Tonight, a janitor in an East Houston medical building facing disgusting allegations. Police say an employee contracted an STD after the janitor allegedly relieved himself in her water bottle.
No. Still like, listen, everybody at that office, if they get a STD between, like in the past 2-3 weeks, now they could just put it on him. But the sad part is, if y'all put it on him, but y'all don't know the type of STD that he got, and y'all saying, yeah, he gave me syphilis or gonorrhea, your significant other is gonna know that you've been banging somebody out here in the street. You can't use him if you ain't got herpes. Listen, ladies, if y'all work at this building and you just done caught some, but you ain't catching from him, but you just caught some from cheating, and now your loved one just found out that you cheating, and you done saw this story, I would say it's a good idea to use him. I know, right? It's a way out. I'm trying to tell you, some people, they will believe, oh, you talking about the dude that I saw in the news? Yes, he cleaned the building that I work at, babe. I don't know. There's a lot of players who will believe you got it from Lucio. I'm trying to tell you something about him, man. I ain't gonna believe it. My mind don't work like that. That's not what's gonna happen.
She claims she caught him doing it on a spy camera after becoming suspicious. Jason Miles is live outside the building with.
So she came suspicious. Is it because? Let me go back to the last one. Because I think it was because the water bottle had a smell. So she came suspicious. So if all the water bottles had the smell, so you drunk water from a water bottle that had a smell, that had a foul odor? Oh, you drinking Flint water. Oh, wait, let me. Wait a minute, because we got to go back to the other one because we need for her to say that there again. That she noticed a foul odor, but you drunk the water. You ain't sniffed. When you twisted the top off, listen, if it was such a strong foul odor, when you opened up that top, you should have noticed that it was the water with the foul odor. And you still just put your little lips on that bit, huh? I wonder and like if you get herpes, wherever you contract it at is where you had your breakouts at. So so let's say that she have a breakout in her monkey. Is we still gonna believe that she got it from Lucio?
It's a story you'll only see.
Let's see what she had to say.
Go on 13 tonight. A woman says she got a sexually transmitted disease after the janitor at her office got a hold of her water bottle.
That janitor charged now with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. ABC.
I didn't even know that STD. Well, can STDs survive in water? I am saying that maybe she got an STD because his meat had to go in it and it was possibly a tight fit, and for him going in it and pulling it out, some of the skin or the scab from the herpes
13 reporter Jessica Willie spoke to the victim and joins us live with more on this truly disturbing case. Jessica.
Yeah, the victim says her life is forever changed
Yes, it
after
is.
what this man allegedly did. She suspected he was tampering with her water bottles when he cleaned her office after hours. Video confirmed her suspicions. Some of these details are graphic.
She suspected him doing something to the water bottle. Okay, let's follow.
This individual is a sick man.
50-year-old Lucio Diaz
He 50. Toll on yourself. Go ahead.
was inside the victim's office last month to clean her water bottle out in the open. What happened next is disturbing.
Pulls out his penis and proceeds to stick his penis into my water, probably at, I would say maybe halfway in, and then tilt the bottle back and basically rinse his penis into my water.
But how did she come suspicious, though? Shout out to Jason for the $1 cash app. Say, won't let me post a check Facebook. Please, I got you.
Same thing caught on camera not once but 2 days in a row, says the victim, who does not want to be identified. With a police investigation still underway, she shared only this still image from video that ABC 13 watched.
I was very, very scared. And I immediately thought, what if he has a disease?
In late August, she noticed a foul smell in the employee water dispenser like this.
She noticed a foul smell in employee water dispensary. And to answer my question, you say, no, you can't get herpes from sharing drinks and meals. Herpes is spread by touching, kissing, and sexual contact, including vaginal, anal, and oral sex. It can be passed from one partner to another and from one part of the body to another.
One at the doctor's office where she works on the East Freeway.
Because if you can't get it from sharing drinks, that's deep. If you can't get it from sharing drinks, even though his meat was inside the water bottle, but she had to drink it, that's
I
deep.
immediately thought, what if he has a disease?
In late August, she noticed a foul smell in the employee water dispenser.
Foul smell, employee water dispenser. Did Aaron one of you clean it out? Did you bleach it out? Nothing. Go ahead.
Like this one at the doctor's office where she works on the East Freeway. Then in late September, she thought her own water bottle had been tainted with urine. Sure enough, court records say a urinalysis confirmed it.
So stop. So she thought that her water was tainted with urine. Did you drink it that day? Because listen, if you pee in the water bottle and you open up that water bottle, oh, Jesus. You can't miss that smell. You cannot. I've done it multiple times. You cannot miss that smell. So at what point would you have gotten herpes? If the water dispensary had a foul odor, you wouldn't have drunk it, right? Or is she saying it had a foul odor, but she still drunk it? If that's what she's saying, then all right. But for your own water bottle, you felt like it, or you noticed it had a foul smell, meaning that when you opened it, you noticed a smell. And you thought that it was urine. Urine is ammonia. Urine is very, very strong.
At the doctor's office where she works on the East Freeway. Then in late September, she thought her own water bottle had been tainted with urine. Sure enough, court records say a urinalysis confirmed it. But it was a spy camera she bought that left no questions, she says, and further testing brought devastating news to the married mother of two.
I think that we're missing something. I think it's something about this story that we is missing. Your first thought because of the smelly water cooler. And then your next thought was because you felt like your water bottle had been tampered because you thought it had the smell of urine. So at what point did you put your water bottle up to your mouth? I'm not understanding. Was it at the 5-gallon jug thing? Or was it after it was peed in that you put it to your mouth?
I learned that I acquired an STD, for which he has also come back as having tested positive for.
Did he violate you?
Of course. He did. That's what he did to me.
Say 1 + 1 = 3.
He gave me an STD that I will have for the rest of my life. Nothing's gonna change it. Nothing's gonna make it better for me. In fact, I feel like for the rest of my life, I'm just gonna have to be careful.
Diaz has been charged with...
You're just gonna have to be careful. For the rest of your life, I'm just gonna have to be careful, but you're married. I'm just gonna have to be careful. The way she say that, it kind of just make me think that, shit, I can't be out here playing out in these streets. The way that it sounded to me. Say, was it in the mouth or in the monkey? See, and that's my concern. I'm not understanding. It's the foul odor. You would not have drunk that water if it was so foul to you. When you open up your water bottle, it had a smell of urine, and urine is very, very strong. You open up the top. If it stinks, you're not going to drink it. So at what point did you drink the water? I'm not understanding, but it's something that we missing around here.
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Court records show he is currently in ICE custody. The Mexican national's immigration and work status unclear.
Say somebody tell the husband to watch the Willie Williams show. I'm trying to tell you something. I got questions.
The victim says he continued to work at the building even after management was notified. She is working with an attorney. They have
Say she poured the water on her monkey after to wash off. Did she try to wash off? Did she try to take a whole bath?
A duty to protect everybody that is in that building, especially the tenants that pay their rent there, and they wholly failed in those duties and responsibilities.
She said 50, he gave her 30.
The building's owner, Altera, responded, saying management cooperated with Houston police.
Say her husband don't like condoms. That's a good point. Typically, when you is a long-term and or married, you ain't using no protection. So that's probably, I don't even know why she would have had to say from now on, I'm going to have to be careful. Because in society, we know couples don't use condoms like that. Like we know that we go raw. You know what I'm saying? Like we not using that. Don't care about no cheering or nothing. We don't care. So why did you have to say that to the public? Or was she speaking in code? I can still do, if she is one who is out and about, she probably speaking to people saying, well, we can still do, but hey, we got to, protect some stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Say, Willie, I spoke with a nurse, and that is not a form of transmission to get a STD. Woo! That's what we hearing. You can't get it from drinking behind people. Say she was hunching the janitor after school.
As soon as they were made aware, quote, they were advised by the police to not alert or approach the alleged perpetrator so that he could be arrested. He was arrested when he returned to the building.
Wait a minute. So she probably over 40. Oh, wait. Court documents show that, Diaz is him. All right. Yada, yada, yada. But he's worked for the company for 20 years. Y'all know what I just thought about? If this is what he called, a habit? It was something that he called it. What did he call it? It's like a force of nature or something. It's like he have to do it. I forgot the terminology or the word that he had to use to describe his situation, his fetish, a sickness, right? Watch this. He been working for the company for 20 years. They in Houston. Shout out to Texas. Listen. He's probably been doing this for years. He's probably had herpes for years. He's been Diaz, who has worked at this company for 20 years. Do y'all understand? A lot of people in Houston who now may have herpes may have somewhere that they can point back to and say, if that janitor cleaned up anywhere that I had a goddamn job at and I drank the water, I got it from him. You know what I'm saying? You know how many relationships have been lost because you done gave your significant other herpes and you didn't even know that you hadn't got herpes because you were just drinking water? Say more people would be infected, to include the children, if they had access. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So many people should be at least going to the local doctor's office and or emergency rooms. Like, they should have like a big file of all these people with increased number of herpes, and it should say like the same strand of herpes or something. I just want y'all to think, in Houston, he's been with the cleaning company for 20 years. This is a sickness, he called it. A sickness that he put his meat in some water, in the water bottle. So if he would do it at this company, at that building, in all of them offices, I'm pretty sure at the other companies or at the other buildings that he have to service, I'm pretty sure he would do it there too. Then that means he got a whole city infected. It should. The whole city of Houston should be affected, and it should all come to, like, it should all be, if he's servicing big businesses, big buildings, if he's servicing big buildings and it's a sickness, he's doing this multiple times. They should be able to, when you go down to your doctors, to the emergency rooms, to where you write down where you work at, they need to start doing an investigation of the area codes and or the places of employment. If all of a sudden we have 8-9 people from this same building who now got herpes, we could go over here, 11 people out of this building got herpes, 9 people out of this big building got herpes. Let's see if they got the same strand, though. Let's see. Yeah, like he patient zero around here. It's crazy out here. Shout out to Esther for the $1 cash out. He said he just wanted to know what that mouth do, though. Oh, that's what's up. Listen, boy, we got to be careful. If you sit your water bottle down, throw it in the garbage. If you sit your water bottle down, your drinking cup, throw it in the garbage. Don't come back to it. If you're in your house and you drinking out of one glass and you sit it down to go to the bathroom and come back, it may be tainted. Even if you're the only one in the house, it may be tainted. Pour the water out, rinse, and wash the glass out and make some more water. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You never know who's trying to give you an STD. On STD Friday. You say, Willie, are you looking for the word outbreak? Yes, I like that movie too. Outbreak. Damn it, it got to be an outbreak. He said it's a sickness. So that means he's done it multiple times. This is just the first time that he's been caught. They need a boil water alert around that bit. Ooh, Jesus, just give me some Kool-Aid. I don't want no water. When I go to Houston, I ain't drinking no water. I ain't drinking no water. They say she got R. Kelly. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. Listen, y'all give yourselves a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the night, of of the midday news around here in these streets. We will be back at 8 o'clock for the night news for this STD Friday. I appreciate y'all for trying to have a good time. I hope that it was entertaining for all yous out here, because I try to do the best that I can. What I got, I promise you that right there. What is seen out here will be spoke about out here in the street. Damn it, if it's in the public, it should be at the Willie Williams Show. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen, appreciate y'all for rocking. We 25 away from the 500. Obviously, we're not going to get it because I'm finna go on the girl up out of here. I've been running almost 2 hours. Then that's strange, because I have increased my time, because I guess I've just been having just a good time. You know what I'm saying? But I got stuff to do, and I got things to do, because it is Friday. It's payday around here. Go ahead on and get it. I appreciate all the support. Appreciate the PayPal, the Super Chat, the Cash Apps. That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank y'all for rocking with a player. I'm going to be back at 8 o'clock. See y'all then. I done hit that damn button. Boy, I'm out of here.